Who natural hair? Ep. That's the message from the pulpit. So your natural hair is a problem now. My natural hair is here intentionally because it's beautiful. You might remember when I did a video not long ago, and I always talk about the girl child and their identity, embracing their identity, because there's an identity crisis with our children. You saw this lady and you showed Auntie Ronke, didn't you?
Yes.
What did you like about her?
Her hair.
What about her hair?
It's like an African style.
But last night you wanted long blue hair, didn't you? So why did you change your mind? How do you?
No.
You want to be who?
Myself.
Beautiful. And you're beautiful. Give us a twirl. Yay. So when we hear a message being preached from the pulpit, there is a problem. There is a problem. We have women now that don't feel adequate enough. They have a lot of insecurities and self-esteem issues. So when we get a message like that, there's a big problem because there's negative programming going on at the moment. We're telling our children, and even older people would be there that would actually take on this sort of messages and believe that the natural hair is not beautiful enough. Are you saying from the pulpit that God the creator, the master creator, didn't know what he was doing, or he doesn't understand how to create? You're telling people not to embrace their identity. Now, if we have a personal hate problem, like my dear friend has said here, I've invited Titi to this platform to talk about the identity because she embraces herself as a black woman.
It is a hate speech. Some of you will think that hate speech is strong, but it's not. It is exactly that. It's a hate speech.
Are we saying that we're not enough, we're not adequate? All of us, because of the kind of hair that God has given us? I see some skincare products going on, some bleaching kind of thing going on. All sorts of messages are being sent out there just to say that you're not good enough. You're good enough. It's the people that are telling you that you are not enough. You're being told to wear artificial hair to get a man. And that when you get there, you've already entered. So there's nothing the man can do. This is I'm quoting verbatim. So you are being advised from the pulpit that you should go ahead and deceive a man. And when you get into the marriage, there's nothing they can do about it. You can see your natural hair and there's nothing they can do about it. That's deception. And that is demonic. And there is something any man can do about it. If he sees that this is happening, already you can see that you're saying in this message that you should go and spend this money on this hair. Some of this hair are going for over $1 million. Some of them. Irrespective of the cost of that hair, you're saying that they should go into financial debt and pressure. They should go into it because they want to carry this hair. So the dreads that we see, all sorts of different styles that we do with natural hair to make us look like the African women that we are, beautiful, strong African women that we are. That is not enough. Is that what you're saying? Now, if we have our own personal hate and self-esteem issues, or we've dealt with childhood trauma, it's okay. There are psychologists around, there's therapists around that can help individuals to embrace their identity. Many of us, like me, I love who I am as a black African woman. My niece was able to find representation when she was querying her identity as one of the only black girls in her school in the UK. And we were able to do a good job. Imagine if she now hears such a message from the pulpit saying that she's not good enough with her black hair. Imagine that nonsense. Ladies, the goal is not husband. It's a heavenly race. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with being alone. Being single, there's nothing wrong with it. We've started to teach that this being single is like a disease. Like you have a plague when you are single. It is good to have company. It is good. But the reality that we must embrace is that not every woman is going to be married. Not every man is going to be married. And not everybody will have children. Paul didn't have. Even though Jesus didn't have. So we must begin to let people understand that they can be alone. All these conferences that we're having and saying they're looking for husband. How many conferences are they having that men are looking for women? Is it not the same Bible that says he who finds a wife? And you are selling people to sell their market. Sexualizing, objectifying the woman. have an idea of what we're saying. You see, when we err, and if I err, I will correct it. That is humility, and that is leadership. When you promote somebody's body image and you attach it to their worth, imagine that. Promoting artificial beauty standards, beauty standards that don't represent who we are, disconnected from our cultural heritage. Even schools will not teach the curriculum, the local content in the curriculum. They will not teach that. I can remember that my daughter, I had to go back to natural hair with her, but I removed my hair and we grew our hair out. Her hair is beautiful. I'll show you pictures. All right to her shoulders. She's such a beauty with her natural hair. And somebody's come to tell me that she has to go and flick hair for her to look good. Yes, I don't mind. I wear wigs. You can have that. We get bored. We want to look like this today, look like this. Women, we are just like that. But don't you say that it's not good enough. Don't you say that. Don't you try to use your own standards as a benchmark for other women. I keep saying these things. If you are following anybody, and they are not able to listen to feedback, there's a problem. If you err, you must apologize for it. You must apologize as a leader. Talked about women praying, just going to church, doing lots of things all the time. There are times and seasons. I've done that thing before, where I was constantly in church. I've done it before. There are times and seasons, and I know how it still benefits me today. The word of God resides in my heart. And that is why when I see things like this, I can challenge things like this, because I know the word of God. What is being preached there is contrary to the word of God. And we must know God for ourselves. We must. We're promoting all sorts of things now. We have our children, that their lives are taken. I mean, they're dying because they're going for BBLs, they're going for all sorts of things. Quack doctors are operating on them because they want to have this certain kind of beauty standard. So my message to you, and I would love for you to share with your children especially, you are enough as a Black African woman. You are beautiful as an African girl. You are awesome. Your hair is beautiful. You are not created just to look for a man and get a man. The man is not the prize. You are the prize. You are the one the man should be looking for. You are the prize. Remember, tell yourself, I am the prize. I'm not going to sell myself like an object because I need to be with a man. I am enough. I am adequate as a Black African woman. So that's my message. I hope I've been able to capture everything I wanted to capture. I'm trying to think on top of my head, because you find here that there will be children in Nigeria that they haven't taught history. They don't understand their heritage. We don't even truly really understand, because we weren't really taught this history properly. They will leave Nigeria, or they will go to a school in Nigeria where they're teaching them British curriculum and teaching them British history, no local content sadly, and then they will jack back maybe to Canada. Do you hear about strong countries that don't teach their own local content? This is part of the problem that we have, that is causing insecurities. This is why some of our girls are chasing Yahoo boys, because they can't afford this beauty standard that is being told, that is being expected of them, even now from the pulpit. Even now from the pulpit. So they will follow all these boys, risk their lives. They are being taken apart just because of these beauty standards. We must do better. And when we err, it's only a couple of seconds to say, I goofed in that message. Let me correct it. Or I'm struggling with my own childhood trauma. I am struggling with my own issues. I don't feel adequate. I don't feel enough. So I really need to go and work on myself. It's okay. And the people that follow us, I read the comments where people were saying that it's God's way of promoting and making her name louder. Shame on you. God is not a God of confusion. God will not create a mess with his word. He's not a man that he will lie. That he will create a mess in his word just to get somebody's attention. God does not operate that way. If God is going to announce you, he will announce you in a unique way. He will not use this sort of thing and debase a woman just because he wants to announce another person. So when people follow, don't follow blindly. There are people that I love. If they make a mistake, I will send them a message. If I put a post out, I have people on my page that will say, Ronke Coach, this is that. If I feel I need to take it down, I will take it down. If you don't have people speaking the truth into your life, you have psychopaths all around you, you're in trouble. Big trouble. So let me end this before it becomes 10 minutes. Thank you for listening. God bless you. And please share the video, especially with our teen children. Share the video. Thank you. My name is Ronke Bosch.
Tell me, you saw this lady and you showed Auntie Ronke, didn't you?
Yes.
What did you like about her?
Her hair.
What about her hair?
It's like an African style.
But last month you wanted long blue hair, didn't you? So why did you change your mind?
Because it looks like clowns.
So you don't want the pink one because it looks like clowns?
No.
But this one looks like what now?
Like my hair.
Is it beautiful?
Yes.
And you're a proud African girl?
Yeah.
You forgot what I said. You want to be who God made you to be. You want to be
Yes.
just perfect how God
Yes.
made you. You don't want to be somebody else, do you?
No.
You want to be who?
Myself.
Beautiful. And you're beautiful. Give us a twirl. Yay. Awesome. Life-changing moment for her. We must teach our girls to embrace who they are. Beautiful African girls. They must love each other. You start now. The bleaching, the weave, all those things. Let our children see us as who we are. Beautiful African